welcome everyone to the 2023 Floyd County Christmas Parade. And we are live today on Citizens Cable Channel 20. And I'm Matthew Cox along with Josh Stokes today. And we're happy to bring you this year's edition of the parade.
It's a wonderful day. Got a little bit of bite in the air, but that has not stopped the people from gathering around the street ready for parade day.
Yes, we've got quite a good crowd that has lined the streets, and we were talking as we were waiting till parade time about some of the changes we've seen over the last few years. A lot going on in town on parade day now, and it's a good thing because there's a lot of foot traffic in town, and great way for businesses to take advantage of that.
Oh, definitely, and it seems like some of the vendors have set up shop there closer to the stoplight. So we're getting some local businesses taking advantage of some of this foot traffic, which is always a great thing to see.
Good time to get those nice gifts for folks on your Christmas list this year, and might find some handmade wear or some nice jewelry or wooden. I think I saw some wood things up there. Some of the things that you would see like at an arts and crafts festival type.
Yeah, I think I saw some of those wood bowls as I rode by.
Mm-hmm. So that's what's going on here in town. As we're waiting for the parade to get to the stoplight, so we're just a little ways from actually seeing the start of the parade. But we do believe that it has began there at the traditional parade start at Mayberry Funeral Home, and it will eventually make its way down South Locust Street to the stoplight and turn onto Main Street and make its way towards us.
Maybe what's holding them up is all the Christmas trees that we've been seeing on the back of pickups on the way as they've been riding through. It looks like the Christmas tree farms have been doing some business today.
The Christmas tree market is just not what it used to be.
Well, you have a lot of people that have allergies, and it's understandable why they wouldn't want a live tree in the house. And it's artificial trees do provide that. You buy it and it's
right.
going to last you a few years.
And you can put it up right after Halloween and take it down at Valentine's Day or Easter, whatever you want to do.
It looks like we got some cars
I see the
hitting
lights.
the stoplight.
Yes, I see the lights. Starting here. Looking good. I believe our sheriff is leading the parade today with his pickup truck, and
Our recently reelected sheriff.
yes, that is true. Yes, he is just won a unopposed re-election, and so we congratulate him on a new term. So they're going to make their way down Main Street here and get close to us here.
It looks like we're starting the parade off with a snowman.
As I was coming into town, I saw him getting a snowman attached to the back of the truck there, so a little bit of decoration on the sheriff's truck there. The sheriff's going to be followed up by the color guard from the VFW and the American Legion, and they'll be presenting colors today, and they will be joined also by a 1942 World War II Jeep driven by Eric Kalamaha. And we'll wait till they get a little bit closer here to talk a little bit about our Grand Marshals for today, but got a couple of good choices for Grand Marshal this year, I think. So they're making their way down the street here. The sheriff's setting a nice slow pace for the parade, which is great. Sometimes it seems that they really just truck it down the hill, and so kind of glad to see a slower pace. Hopefully that continues as the parade rolls on here.
Well, I mean, a slow pace is really good because not only does it give a chance for, all the audience on the sidelines to see everything happening, but there's some people walking in the parade.
Yes.
And that helps out there too.
They may not all be, walking may not be their thing all the time, so I'm sure a slower pace is much more acceptable for them. So the sheriff's making his way past us here, and he's got his kiddos riding along with him today. Nice to have the family out for the parade. And then here comes the colors from the VFW.
And I think I see that Jeep you're talking about. You said it was 1942?
Yes, a 1942 World War Jeep.
Got some familiar looking cars right behind it.
So we got an antique car there by James Flint. James has brought us his Metropolitan. That's what that is.
Got that beautiful 1950s feel to it.
And we got our Grand Marshals here. Alan Harmon will be the first one. And then we've also got Chester Gallimore. So our local building supply companies represented today, and we appreciate Allen and Chester both. A lot of the homes and buildings across this county have been supplied lumber and supplies by these companies. And Joe Gallimore driving his dad there in the classic Wills Ridge Supply truck. And then they're also being followed by one of their new Wills Ridge trucks. The beautiful red there, looking great today. And a load of lumber on it, Josh.
Well, that reminds me, we may need some building projects to get started.
Nice load of lumber there on that pickup truck. So we got a little bit of a lull here while we wait for the next parade entry to
looks like
to
that
make its
load
way
of
down.
lumber is decorated with some wreaths and garland.
So yeah, they have the lumber all decorated up there. So
And it looks like we have some Civil War
yes,
dressed individuals.
I was looking through my notes here to see if I could tell maybe which group this is, but they definitely are dressed in period attire. And as I believe we have stated before, those wool uniforms, other than being itchy, might be the ticket today. Not too hot, but not real warm either. So
You can't say I'd blame them for wearing some wool today. It's got a little bit of bite in the air, but it's actually really cool to see some of this period attire. We talked a lot about this on Veterans Day Parade and keeping history alive.
Yes, absolutely.
It's good to see people still keeping it alive and showing that to our community.
Yes, and to new generations, and many of these are representing their ancestors and what they have done for the freedom of our country. Now we've got the Stewart's Horse Artillery, and I believe the entry in front of them was part of that as well. The Horse Artillery Camp 1784. And we got Miss Joanne Mabry there in her Model A. 1931 Model A, along with her son-in-law and daughter, Ann and Larry. And
Henry Ford said that you can have it in any color as long as it's black.
the old Model A looking good there. I believe that one's actually a blue color.
It might be.
And we got the clowns today, the Kazam clowns.
Oh yeah. This is definitely the sight I love to see. The having fun, the bathtub train going on.
Yep.
We talked about this at Veterans Day. They just have a grand old time.
Having loads of fun. They've ended up in front of the band. I'm not sure this is it's kind of interesting here. The band's having to kind of hold back a little bit from the fun antics, but these clowns are having fun. And we're so glad to have the Shriners with us today, out here with the old hot rods.
Dare I say they are marching to the beat of their own drum.
Yes.
Not necessarily Floyd County Marching Band.
So we'll listen to the pride of Floyd County here as they make their way down Main Street. The band will be followed up by the FCHS cheer. And I was enjoying watching the band here, Josh. They're wearing sweaters and T-shirts and a little different than the traditional marching uniform, and pretty cool. I like seeing
the Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
Very festive. Great way to start off this Christmas season.
Absolutely. Yeah, very cool. And we have homecoming court here. We have our homecoming court here. Brianna Graham is our 23 homecoming queen. And she is just enjoying herself, making her way through the parade here.
It's a lovely Firebird or Thunderbird.
It's a Trans Am.
Trans Am.
Yeah.
Trans Am. Smokey and the Bandit.
Trying to get up here so see if I can see.
Get some more of these cars with that 1950s feel to it.
Mary Gardner from the little dress shop there. And Gnomestead Hollow Farm and Forage. And got the Christmas gnomes in there. Delectable mushrooms and delicious ferments, it says.
We'll have to get a good shot of that. We didn't really get to see the gnomes up front. Oh, there they are.
Dana Graham here in a 1969 Chevrolet or Oldsmobile GTX.
The car behind it looks awful familiar. It reminds me of one of your favorite movies.
It's a Falcon Squire there. Make you think of Malibu, does it?
I was thinking of the station wagon, Christmas Vacation.
Oh, yeah. It's a John Deere 520 here, and a 620 and a 60.
Getting some patriotism on these John Deeres with the American flag bows on the front.
It's the C&C repair shop. Bear with us, folks, here. Some of these vehicles have numbers in them, and we try to tell you who they are and what they're driving. Some of them we can't see their numbers. Number 48 here is Hilda Collins in a 1959 Ford. Galaxy. Fairlane Galaxy.
Looks like someone's been to Slaughters or Providence.
Jack Frost rides and is followed by the little red truck wishing all a Merry Christmas. '66 Ford truck distributing Donate for Life material. And now we've got the Floyd Moose Lodge, number 230 here, with a beautiful float. God bless Mooseheart. Floyd Moose Lodge 2300, excuse me. Merry Christmas. Got some beautiful entries today here, and some vehicles that are loaded up really well. Bear with us, folks. We are using wireless today, and sometimes we do get a little interference with some radios and such, so we apologize for the technical difficulties there, but hopefully you can hear us okay. This is the Floyd Community Ruritan Club, and their entry today. Got the vehicle decorated all up here.
Got a nice pretty red bow on the front. Got some people in some candy cane hats. And got a nice like green Jeep with some festive attire.
Yeah, that's
all on the hood.
The Ruritan Club as well. And I guess all these walking are part of that group as well. So some of these folks are just taking their time and having a lot of fun as they make their way down the parade route here, passing out candy and talking with the crowd. It's quite the interactive parade.
Well, that's something you love to see with a parade is being able to take the time, stop with the audience. I mean, we don't have a very long parade, but we do like to see the involvement.
Yes, absolutely.
Then we have a nice Ford coming up with a float behind it.
Trying to see who this is here.
I can tell you who it is. It's the Grinch.
Living River Wellness and Day Spa. And yes, they do have the Grinch on there. And some Who's. I believe that's a Cindy Lou Who there with the hair all done up.
Who did you say?
Cindy Lou Who from Whoville. Got some more classic cars coming along here.
Looks like that one there, the yellow's got some get up and go.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in Papa's Chevrolet. I'd say. Got several Chevrolets coming along here. Rev it up. The old Impala. Beautiful Impala there and a Camaro. Beautiful green Camaro here.
That green Camaro, I think that's my mom's favorite car. The old 68 models. Or 60s models. That red one in the back's got quite a shiny paint job on it.
Yeah, the Thomas family here and the beautiful Bel Air. Beautiful red Bel Air. All right, we got some dancing snowmen and a Christmas tree coming along here.
Now, can a snowman get cold?
Christmas show at the Floyd High School on the 2nd and 3rd, she says.
So all our viewers, clear your calendars.
And this is Faith Baptist Church here from Czech.
Looks like they got a nativity scene going.
Yeah, beautiful little float here. Pastor Josh. Yeah, beautiful.
Got the angels in the front.
And quite a few folks walking along here with Faith Baptist. And they got the church bus out here as well. Guess that's how they all got down here. Save a little space in the parking. The limited parking in town. Beautiful Corvette there.
That just looks fast. You might get a ticket standing still.
Like that orange color.
Oh, yeah. Got an ATV throwing some candy. It's my favorite type of ATV.
Yeah. Candy pack. And we've got Sparkling Wildflower here. And they've got a beautifully decorated float here. Beautiful tree on there.
Now, what's the background on Sparkling Wildflower? Do we...
Organic soy wax, bath and body, it says. And you can join their Facebook group for 10% off, according to the back of their float.
Oh, looking for some Christmas presents. That could be some good deals to get some of those people on your list.
Yes, absolutely. So check out those folks at Sparkling Wildflower. Could look them up on Facebook. Got a blue Plymouth here. A 1968 blue Plymouth.
Flying the Santa flag hat on the antenna.
And we got followed up by quite an interesting color on this Mustang here, but beautiful. That's Daniel Bishop's from Bishop Homes. It's a 1969 Mustang. And then a 1970 F100, which would have been a precursor to a 150, I suppose.
I love them old trucks. There's just something about the aesthetic appeal of an old truck on farmland.
Yeah, there's a 1967 Chevrolet there. Donnie Elgin bringing that one down the parade route for us today. And
seeing a lot of Chevys out here.
Light blue Ford. Yeah, we got a mix right now. We got the Fords and the Chevys coming along here. An old Scottsdale. It's a great day to have them out.
Oh, yeah.
Another Plymouth here. Some of these vehicles are packed out with folks, too. So that's a great way to enjoy the parade as well. Why not drive your classic car?
And we've had a lot of good classic cars, and they're kept up really well. I mean,
we got a dog in the back of this one. I don't if we have a way to get a shot of that, but he's wearing his Christmas sweater. It's beautiful. And that Firebird is enjoying a little push. A 1955 here. Chevrolet Bel Air. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. And then we got the FFA here, the Future Farmers of America, with their hay bale tractor.
Looking good. I
up.
love all the green paint, yellow wheels. Got to
Yep.
get that John Deere green on there.
2023 FFA Car Show winner, number 18. Let's see who we got there. That's Lane Poff. His Kenworth was the recent winner of the FFA Car Show at Floyd County High School. So took all the marbles there. And then we have here Barry Hollingsworth driving the Snow Queen. Snow Queen Macy Marshall. And Snow Princesses Kendall Lease and Natasha Yawanawantana. There's Macy Marshall, our Snow Queen. Mr. Ralph driving her in his beautiful yellow Camaro.
When was the Snow Queen elected?
I don't know if that just gets voted on or when that actually happens there.
Looks like we got quite an interesting float coming up.
That float was from the Copper Hill Daycare with a bunch of little ones on it. The Copper Hill Child Care. And
Looks like some little gingerbread men.
The gingerbread family. So
yes.
Get a good shot of those kiddos as they go by there. That's a great float there with all those little kids. That's a wonderful float. And we got the entry from citizens coming here, looks like, I think. And some of our fellow employees handing out some candy there.
I think I know those people.
I thought I had already seen the Grinch, but he seems to be on this float too. So the Grinch is everywhere today.
He had to make his rounds again.
Michael Poff driving the truck there for Citizens. Be sure to stay tuned on Citizens Cable Channel 20 all season long. Got some other holiday stuff planned for you as we go throughout the season, so be sure to keep it tuned right here.
And basketball season's going to be coming up.
That's right.
When it's cold outside, enjoy some basketball.
J.C. Thomas, Floyd County Fair from 2017 and 2022. And let's see.
We got
quite a nice float here.
Very festive float. Looks like we got some piñatas up top.
That's the Floyd Democratic Party. Peace and goodwill to all, it says. So they've got quite the representation there.
Looks like the peace sign as a wreath on the front.
And then we have the Floyd Tractor Fun Run, the antique tractors representing the annual Floyd Fun Run.
No, for coming from the Arley Thompson Farm.
Takes place every August, so more of a summertime thing there. But these tractors looking good today, and great cause as they represent raising money for those kids in need.
Yes, and those children definitely see the benefit of it. And it's not just the money, it's the prayers that go with it too.
That's right. Quite a wonderful organization.
We got a farm used semi-truck.
Yep. And that's going to be followed up by the Floyd County School Bus Garage. And got the old school bus tow truck there. And followed up by Julius Dickerson and his IC school bus there.
Looks like we got a little doggy in the window of the tow truck.
That's our transportation supervisor, Paul Robertson, and his daughter, Elena. And Julius, Julius is having fun with the crowd out here today.
You may know a little bit about how some of those buses handle.
Yes, I do. I'll actually be driving that bus tomorrow, actually, for Julius. So, always enjoy being with the kids. It's a great time.
Looks like we got a float here. Christmas Begins with Christ.
This is Slate Mountain Presbyterian Church, Floyd Church of God, and the Floyd Nazarene Church coming together here with this beautiful float, and lots of folks walking behind, enjoying the parade today.
Have a little manger in the back. We got some ATVs coming up.
This is Cole Harris from United Country Realtor. Yellow Can-Am Maverick 1000R. Cole Harris, United Country Realtor. Playing the Christmas Jingle Bell Rock there. Consulate Healthcare here. Skyline Health and Rehabilitation Center. Got an entry in the parade today from the nursing home out to...
And that guy's hat is pretty wild. I gotta say,
It's a mug with cookies on the side of it.
you got the Floyd County Historical Society.
Merry Christmas.
Gino Williams is a big part of that.
Yeah, that's a beautiful entry from the Historical Society. And let's see here, number 35, Rusty Nuts Restorations. And they got a beautiful camper there. Wow. Fully restored, looks like. Nice job being pulled by that classic station wagon.
It is beautiful. They did a good job restoring it. That's good business for them. And then we got a old truck that looks like Mater from Cars.
So they're going to make their way down here. And as you can tell, we pretty much have the street lined. There's just not really an empty space down all the way down, as far as I can see, down toward the intersection that leads back up to the high school. This is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. The crowd out here today, and I'm sure Locust Street probably looks very much the same. So this is awesome.
I would be willing to bet on it. And it looks like the people holding the sign got a little skip in their step too.
They are dancing to something, aren't they?
I can't hear the music yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't some music playing.
I believe the truck behind them has musicians on it. So as they get a little closer to us here, we'll try to give you a little listen. Hopefully they'll play us something as they dance their way down the parade route.
And I will say, Handmade Music School has quite a bit of instructors. I was looking at their website the other day, and they've got a lot of people just to teach you about any string instrument you could want.
That's quite the heritage here in Floyd with the old-time mountain music, and much of that goes on throughout the weekend, just about every weekend of the year in this town, and it's quite the tourism draw, and it's just a wonderful thing. And so they're carrying on that heritage by teaching young and old alike, I'm sure, how to play these instruments. So here they come. Let's see if we can get a good listen as they make their way past us here. That's a fantastic job of playing. Got a whole trailer load of them playing fiddles and banjos and guitars and basses, and I don't know what else on there. Maybe a jaw harp or two.
Oh, and they're having a whole lot of fun. Did you notice a guitar playing gnome on the front?
I did not, but he was leading the band there. Moonlight Manor. Merry Christmas from Moonlight Manor. Lovely little float there. Coming down the parade route.
Looks like you got a Mrs. Claus in the back cooking up something.
Grace Baptist Church, 'twas the night before Christmas.
And all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
Trying to see these numbers on these floats so I can tell you exactly who they are. Springhouse School. Got some carolers. Carolers on the back of the Springhouse Community School entry. Number 45 there.
That's a tradition that...
The Blue Ridge Model A Club coming down here.
You said the previous Model A was a 1931?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't know the models of all these, but they're all part of the Model A Club. So if you don't have a Model A, you can't be in the club. I mean, if you got a Model T, I think you probably have to join a different club. Those cars looking
Got some
great
Christmas
today.
lights on the side of that one.
Yeah, I don't believe those are original.
That was not factory made.
No, can't. That's a add-on. Got a gingerbread house coming down the way here.
Looks like a tent on right there with it. Be a good way to shelter out of the wind.
And looks like some scouts on here. So I didn't see the number, so I can't tell you exactly who they are, but I believe we got some scouts here.
It looks like some
Walking
scouts behind them doing some fishing.
Oh, so it's Troop 19 from Floyd, Virginia, of the Blue Ridge Mountains Council. Boy Scouts of America. Here they come. Got some Cub Scouts here, too. Pack number 36, I think that is, from Floyd Baptist Church. And they're quickly handing out the candle. Now we got Bell's towing. Their tow truck here.
Got a pretty big old wreath in front of their tow truck.
Looking nice
and
today.
Bows on the side.
So if you are in need of a tow, give the folks over at Bell's a call. They'll be glad to come tow you out.
They can get you out of a jam, that's for sure.
Beautiful Mustang here, kind of a purple Mustang. What a beautiful color on it.
I don't know if the audience can hear you over how loud that purple is.
Got the Trailhead Adventures here. Come ride with us, it says. Got the beautiful ATVs all loaded up there.
That is quite the train of ATVs. That looks like that could be a lot of fun.
That could be a lot of fun. And just about all those ATVs have somebody in them. Trailhead Adventures, trailheadatvresort.com. Go check them out if you're into ATVing. Oh, they got some riding units as well.
I mean, I know it's a little bit cold, but I bet that'd still be a fun outing.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether you're taking the family or taking a date, or if you just want to go by yourself.
Yeah. I think there's looks like sizes for all here, anywhere from 1 or 2 up to 4, 5, 6, 8 maybe. Great looking ATVs.
And we live in an area where you can really get dirty on the trail doing this.
That's for sure. Got them all decorated up today. I wager they don't do that when they're going riding.
Probably not. I'd imagine the Christmas lights don't last very long in a mud trail.
Got an entry from Meade Tractor here, your local John Deere dealer. Got a beautiful John Deere making their way down the. Got a couple of young drivers up there today.
And in a heated cab.
They're enjoying the benefits. There's another Grinch, look, riding in that truck.
Grinch is making all sorts of appearances today.
Yep. That Grinch is everywhere. You looking out for him. And that's the Blue Ridge Diner there. All the folks from Blue Ridge Diner. Man, what a great place to eat in town.
Oh, yes. And throwing out that candy, but just seeing the Blue Ridge Diner is making me think of some chicken and waffles.
Oh, my. Yeah. I had a waffle there the other day. It was fantastic. Now we got a 1955 Bel Air coming here. I think we've seen 3 or 4 Bel Airs already, haven't we?
I think we have.
That's April Hilton there. And these are I saw these lined up at Moyer's house on my way into town. And, so they've got the whole family out here driving different ones of Moyer's cars.
That whole family has a lot of classic cars, don't they?
Yeah, and this is Moyer and Brenda here in 1938. Looking good today. I think they're just having fun. And that's what it's about. That's what Christmas Parade is all about, having fun, celebrating the season. The old Super Sport there and Corvette to bring up the rear. And we've got some more Shriners. Got the Kazim Shriners from Roanoke joining us here, and they're lovely hot rods, if you want to call them that. Merry Christmas.
We had the clowns earlier. Now we got the hillbillies.
Yep. There.
Got some interesting antlers on that one.
They're doing all they can just to keep them running.
And it looks like we have another Grinch in with the Shriners.
The Grinch has infiltrated the Shriners too.
Seems like you can't escape the Grinch.
Got the youngsters out here today. Oh, there's the jail truck.
Shouldn't they have gotten the Grinch in the jail?
That would probably been a more appropriate place, wouldn't it? Oh, and some wonderful hairdos here. Always so much fun with the Shriners.
Oh, yes. They have quite a good time, and it looks like they got quite a few animals on top of that one. And some golf carts.
Yeah, they got the
for retired
Grayson
Shriners.
and Carroll Shriners Club joining us as well. Wonderful Kazim hillbillies, and oh my.
They got a fire going on.
Got Cousin Eddie here holding up the sewer pipe. Okay.
Mess up that metal plate in his head, his hair won't part the right way.
I just hope he don't let that pipe go. We're going to have stuff all over the streets here.
That may be a parade ruiner.
Got the moonshiner. Battle axe throwing here.
Oh, yeah. They got quite a good setup there. They also have axe throwing and darts in the back of the truck, too, so you can open up and go inside the truck.
So they will come to you. Be sure to add tons of fun to any event. Nathan Miller runs that battle axe throwing there.
I got an opportunity to try it out up at Thompson Farm, and it was a ton of fun.
It's maybe a way to get out some aggression too. I don't know.
Well, you might get a little mad if you can't get the axe to stick.
Turner Family Farms here with a wonderful. They got all the air-blown inflatables here, and some wonderful music. So go out and see the folks out at Turner Farm. They have all kinds of cool stuff going on out there.
They had a corn maze in the fall, but I bet that's been taken up. But they tend to have some live music going on, and the folks there are just laid back and friendly.
Right. They're followed up by yard boys there, showing off their yard machines. So if you need your yard mowed next year, probably not now, but next year, get in touch with those folks. C.R. Connor Towing from Pilot, Virginia, got their towing rig out here as well. So one of these towing companies will be glad to pick you up. Got a whole line of tow trucks here.
And it's good to know we have so many tow trucks here, because if you get stuck or broke down in the winter, it's definitely not a fun place to be.
Yeah, I'm sure that's quite the time for these guys to be out. And we appreciate their service to our community.
Yes, it is certainly not a 9 to 5. It's
Hartman Towing there. And we got the Jollies Classic Towing as well. Beautiful purple Mac there from Meadows of Dan. They will get your big truck. Get your big truck out of a jam there. Appreciate those guys coming over from Meadows of Dan. They're pretty much with us every year. So we appreciate them being a part of the parade today. Big boys, big toys, it says.
It's quite a bit of truth in that.
Now we got the Floyd County Rescue Squad coming up here. And glad to have these folks out here today. Certainly a major part of our community.
Oh, definitely. And they stay busy this time of year because cold weather brings its own set of challenges.
Sure. The ambulance is coming down here.
We do want to thank them for their service because it takes a lot.
Absolutely. All of our first responders, volunteers that take their precious time away from family and other things that they could be doing. In this ambulance number 403 here, we got Pat Bishop and Ann Boyd there. And combined, they have over 74 years of service on the rescue squad.
That is just unreal and a lifetime of dedication right there.
Absolutely.
Two people's lifetime dedication. That's
wonderful. It's because Miss Connie's in the back, so we got 95 years of combined experience there.
95 years. That
one ambulance. We got the Floyd County EMS here as well. And they're going to be followed up by the rescue squad. I mean, the fire department. Rescue squad doesn't come through, didn't they?
Yeah. The fire department tends to make a lot more noise. That's where all those sirens are coming from.
We'll just let you have a look as they make their way down. We certainly appreciate our fire department and our rescue squad and our EMS, all of these folks. So
it's a little hard to talk over the sirens.
Yes, absolutely. Some of these folks have got their little doggies along with them, too, for the ride today.
Something I will say is some of whoever's taking care of these fire trucks, they're doing a good job.
Yeah, they look great.
Clean and shiny.
A lot of these firefighters have their families with them, which is great. I think if you're a firefighter, your family has to be a family thing.
I mean, it's like any sort of service job, civil service, like
right.
Police officer or EMS, your family has to be on board with it. And
total commitment.
Yes, not just from the people doing the job, but the families as well.
Got engine 22 there. That's one of our newer trucks. Looking great today. Stationed at Wilson. Tanker 22 there. Tell you what, as the sun has hid behind the clouds, the temperature has dropped, and so what was a sunny start to the parade has give way to a cloudy end to the parade. But that's okay. The folks have had a wonderful time here today. As the fire department finishes our parade out today. Well, they're not finishing it out. I'm hanging it up too quick, ain't it, Josh?
Yeah,
We've still got horse entries.
It's hard to see behind the trucks, but this one's got some spinning lights on it.
And on Saturday, December the 9th, they're having a benefit for the Floyd County Fire Department at Station Number 3, having a Christmas bazaar out there from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you want to go help out the fire department, that's on December the 9th.
I might just have to make my way down there.
Station Number 3. Now we got the Stewart Volunteer Fire Department with their truck as well. Appreciate them bringing up their ladder truck from Stewart. And the Woolwine Fire Department joining us as well. These folks, we appreciate them all. They all were part of fighting the fire down in the Rockcastle Gorge area just recently, and so thankful they were all safe. That takes 2 drivers for that truck there, Josh. There's one in the front and one in the back of that ladder truck. Pretty wild.
I see that. That's very interesting.
So now we have the horse walking units. I forgot, we always put the horses behind the fire trucks, and that's on purpose. And so got C.W. Harmon and Son there, and Miss Susan Leonard, our parade coordinator. The last one, we'll see. We appreciate all of her efforts as the Businessmen's and Merchants Association wrap it up. This is the last parade they're sponsoring, and will be turned over to the Floyd County Parks and Recreation. And we certainly want to give a shout-out to Susan for all of her efforts over the years with parades and 4th of July events and so much more. And all the folks that help her and those over the years from the Business Merchants Association have sponsored so much for our county, and we're so grateful for what they've done for us.
And how long has Susan been doing this? This has been...
I wish I knew, Josh, but it's been quite a few years.
Yes.
And I believe she's going to continue to help out because one just doesn't pick up and say, oh, I'm going to be a parade coordinator. That's quite the job there. So
it's a lot goes into coordinating these.
Yes.
It truly is. And we're thankful that we have people willing to put these on, because I enjoy being out here today.
Got the Slaughter family riding their horses today. Miss Marley up front and J.C. Marie got the horses all decorated up. These girls are quite the accomplished riders. And their mom and dad, Jason and Alicia, there coming up. And their grandmother, Miss Debbie Slaughter, at the end. A heritage of horse riders there. 3 generations of horse riders.
Love hearing that sound, that cluck, 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 cluck.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. We've got one more float here, and then our Sheriff's Department's going to wrap up the parade. So we are coming down to the end here, and we'll enjoy this this last float here. And see who this is from as they make their way. Still handing out the candy and having a good time here. But I believe folks are getting a little chilly. Getting a little chilly out here.
Might be time to head to Blue Ridge Diner and get you some hot meals and hot eats.
They're all on a parade float, so I'm not sure.
Someone's got to be minding the kitchen.
It's a beautiful float here with none other than Santa Claus.
The big man himself.
Santa Claus wrapping up our parade this year.
And,
Merry Christmas.
And he's got a dachshund, too.
Yes. Got a beautiful float for Santa Claus this year with all the reindeer on it. Fantastic. Mr. and Mrs. Claus there. And then our Sheriff's Department gonna bring up the rear end of the parade today. So we want to thank you for joining us here on Citizens CCTV Channel 20. And we do this annually, and it's been our pleasure to bring you the 2023 edition of the Floyd County Christmas Parade. And from all of us at Citizens, we want to wish you and your family the merriest of Christmas and happy holidays with your family. And we hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season and a wonderful start to the new year as 2024 comes in just a few short weeks. And time keeps rolling on. But we have had just a wonderful day here for the parade, Josh. And I think folks have really enjoyed it.
I think they have. It's been a wonderful, like you said, a wonderful day. The weather kind of got cooler, get you in that little bit of Christmas spirit.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank everyone for tuning in and just wish everyone a happy and safe holiday season.
So, again, Merry Christmas from all of us at Citizens. Be sure to join us anytime on CCTV Channel 20 for all the local content, the content that matters most to you. I'm Matthew Cox.
This is Joshua Stokes.
And we bid you adieu for now from the 2023 Floyd County Christmas Parade.